Hey guys, me Valentine Gamer, and I'm back with another Order and Chaos video. And today the brand new update came out, and I gotta say it's pretty cool. Not too much really that has been released today. Really, the updates come out like with all these festivals and stuff and these dungeons, but only a few were kind of out for now. And then I guess over time they'll like release each one. So I think there's only one dungeon for now, and you'll actually see that really soon. But here in GM, and Grimont, what you want to do is when you go ahead and head over here near the cemetery, and you'll actually see this dark elf, and he'll give you a quest to talk to someone. You run over, turn in that quest, and then get another quest. And that way, when you run up here, up these staircases, you can actually go inside the dungeon. So yes, you have to do this quest for some reason. I don't know why. But there's the dungeon entrance. It's kind of a bit weird how it's there. I expect it to be somewhere else. But here is the brand new dungeon. It's very different than any other dungeon in Order and Chaos. It's very weird. It's sort of different layers because you have to go completely like in a 360 around the map before you can get to the last boss. So it's very weird in terms of just how dungeons usually are. But I mean, overall, I think it was pretty fun for me. Me and a couple of friends here. I was actually joined with Camphor Gameplays, who's actually a YouTuber. If you don't know him, I've actually mentioned him like quite a few times already. He's helped me with a lot of Order and Chaos news, so he gets them pretty fast. So I was with him. He helped me a lot, and we actually finished the dungeon in normal. Now, legendary, we did try, I think, twice, and it's just so hard. It's like ridiculous. We need to find strategies and all that, and I didn't have time today. But if you guys have any sort of strategies, then let me know down in the comments. But for now, it was alright. So for the first boss named Brand, which is very weird. He looks very manly and scary, yet he has like pink armor, which is it's pretty intimidating. But for him, if you remember, Game Off said about this update that certain things along the bosses will happen, like certain things around the boss will happen, and you'll need to be more strategic. And this is actually one of those reasons. As you start attacking Bran, you know, he teleports to you, which is very, very weird. He teleports to you, and when he teleports to you, there's sort of this kind of bluish fog, I guess I could say, that appears, and it hurts you over time. So it's very weird. I'm not too sure what to think of that. He teleports to random people every now and then, causing damage, and then during the fight, he actually releases a bunch of swords, flying swords everywhere that just spin around, just attacking everyone. So it's very weird, but you can't actually destroy these swords. So I'm guessing part of the strategy is for the DPSs to actually take out those swords before it hurts too much to the other teammates. It's a bit weird to think about. You have to just destroy these swords. It's very cool. I guess you could say it's very epic-like. And they just all follow you. It's kind of funny. I was kind of laughing while it happened. I was just like, what the heck is going on? Like, it was insane. But after we finished that, again, this is normal, so not too much happened. Like, not like very, very, very bad drops came about. But as for the mobs, there's only 2 or 3. Like each place you find, unless you know there is just one spot where you see like 8 of them, but it's not too hard at all. Even on legend, they're not hard at all. Normal, they're just pathetic. They're just easy. But what also interests me is that you actually can't access this dungeon in normal, which is, I mean, not you can't access it in Dungeon Finder, which is weird. I couldn't find it there. I just probably wasn't looking straight or something, but I couldn't find it. And then actually, once you kill that boss, you actually can go ahead and turn in a quest to get whatever gear you want. If you're that certain level, like 65 or something, and you want some sort of new gear, you could do that. And then you're off fighting more mobs, and then off to fight the second boss. Now, this dungeon, I gotta say, it took me, how long did it take? Like 15 minutes. Just for normal, and we did stop quite a few times, but 15 minutes not too bad. Game Off said the average amount for legendary is 20 minutes, so again, we kind of took our time. But anyways, the second boss here is actually a lady, and what she does is very interesting. It's very interesting. It confuses me too. because it's just overwhelming. It's the first day, you know, no one knows what the hell's going on, and over time she just shoots fire everywhere. I don't know how to explain it. Like this fire just goes everywhere, and I think it causes damage over time. She also releases ice too, or whatever that fog is, like that first boss did. And it was kind of crazy. Also, we didn't know what to think of it, but we kill her actually, I think, faster than Bland. But after you finish that, you actually go around and you'll actually go up to the staircase where the force field's actually open. You can actually go ahead and fight the last boss, which is very cool. I think he's the coolest boss that I've seen in Ouran Chaos, to be honest, because he's just cool. I like that kind of hoodie kind of boss with that. He just has like a black just in there. It's just complete darkness, which is awesome. Now, as for this boss, I'm not too sure what to think of him. I actually don't know. He was actually quite easy. I think there were things on the ground that hurt you a bit. And then just, I don't know what else to explain it. Just these red rings that were causing damage over time. And he did, I think, shoot fire also. But I think he was actually the easiest boss out of all of them. But again, this was normal, so I could be wrong. Legendary could be the hardest. But, I mean, overall, he wasn't that hard. And it was funny because there was actually a little glitch too. There was like all these like gray force field things, like texture bugs that were happening there too, which is pretty funny. But after that, you can actually turn in another quest to get that gear or whatever you want. But besides that, that was basically the dungeon, guys. It wasn't that long. It's not too complicated, but I mean, I have to find strategies on the bosses. But if you have any sort of suggestions and you've done Legendary, you've beat it, or you have suggestions, then go ahead and leave it in the comments. And there's actually one more thing I have to show you. It's actually a live comm I did in it, but I will see you guys then. Also, guys, if you actually go back to Misttrader Base Camp, there's actually a couple new dailies that you can do to get some coins. And what I found out is actually over here, there's a bunch of people crowding this one dude. Like look at this asshole right here. He's just blocking him. I can't, honestly. Okay, there's a guy under here. Just give me a second. There we go. So Lemang over here, if you actually tap on him, he actually gives you some sort of recipes for some dumplings and all that. Not too important, I think. But what I found important was there's actually a new mount. If you actually log in and you see this kind of weird, like Chinese festival mount, that is actually this mount. And it costs 60 crystal elements. Now, one crystal element is one Eastern Golden Ingot. So that's 400 runes if you want to spend, if you want to get enough. And then, unless there's a sale. Unless you want to get golden ingots just by doing all of these dailies right here. There's a bunch of dailies which you can just get lots of coins, and you have to get 1,000 coins to equal 1 ingot. So it will take a while if you do want that mount or whatever you want from there, but from what I've seen, I don't think it's worth it. It just looks ugly. Just gonna state that. But that's all that I found right now in the update, guys. There'll be more for the weeks to come. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys.